It's been on the market for a couple of years now, and you've probably seen videos about it if you're in this specific retro gaming space, but the mClassic touts itself as an external graphics card of sorts that aims to improve the output of your classic video game consoles, although its primary marketing push is to increase the resolution of your Nintendo Switch from 1080p to 4K. I don't care about that though. I bought this for a specific purpose: to help make my original Xbox look as good as it can, since emulation of that system just isn't quite there yet. And while this version of the mClassic isn't specifically marketed for the Xbox, it is mentioned in the documentation as one of the systems that might benefit from it. So it's not like I'm taking something meant for an entirely different purpose and trying to force it to work for my specific use case here. It is something that should also benefit me. Real quick, here's how it physically works. You plug this end into your console and then run an HDMI cable from there to your monitor or television. Now, for systems before the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 era, you will of course need an adapter to get HDMI out from your console to start with. For the original Xbox, I'm using this HDMI adapter that seems to work fine, and it's just an adapter. It doesn't do any kind of processing on its own or anything. So again, let's go back to Burnout 2 for the original Xbox and do some comparisons. Can we get this Xbox to look even remotely close to the emulated PS2 version, which looks fantastic? So this is Burnout 2 at 480p coming directly from the original Xbox via the HDMI adapter. And now this is adding in the mClassic. You can see that it does smooth out the jagged edges somewhat, but at what cost? The result is this kind of smeary smoothness that honestly might look worse to my eyes than the jaggedness of the original image. I'll scale the footage up 200% now, and you can see a better representation of what the mClassic is doing. Both on the select car text at the top of the screen and on the car itself, you can definitely see it smoothing out the jagged edges. But is that a good result? There really is no objective answer here. It's all going to be what your eyes prefer, honestly. Both of these images irk me in completely different ways, and I'm not sure yet if I prefer one over the other. But I'm leaning toward the non-mClassic look. It's just sharper. Here we are back at the start of the race I used in the last video. Again, this is 480p footage without the mClassic. And now here it is with the mClassic attached. There are definitely improvements in the image. This billboard way off in the background now appears a little clearer. Not as clear as our experiment with PS2 emulation, but clearer, yes. But also, look what it is doing to the text on the speedometer in the lower right corner of the screen. It's adding this weird distortion to some of the text that makes that part look considerably worse. So here's some gameplay footage just to see if the mClassic is affecting the frame rate or adding any kind of lag to the controls. And in those areas, it is not hindering performance at all as far as I can detect. I would be able to feel it in these races, and I'm just not seeing or feeling anything negative in that regard. And I suppose in motion it looks fine too. But also, I found the original image acceptable as well. I'm trying to make improvements, and also fine doesn't really feel like a step up, by definition. Let's look at a game that displays at 720p natively on the original Xbox. This is Crash Nitro Kart, first without the mClassic. And now here it is feeding through the mClassic. To be honest, this game already looks pretty good without the need for the mClassic, and in this case, once it's switched on, I can barely notice a difference. Again, blown up to 200%, you can see some slight smoothing, but it is way less pronounced than with Burnout 2, to the point where I just don't see the need for this device with a game like this one. Now, there are lots of other consoles I can test with this, and other Xbox games honestly, so I'm not yet ready to write off the mClassic as a waste of time and money, but so far with the original Xbox, it does not seem like a strong solution for making your personal game library look better. At this point, if you're watching this video specifically to find out if you should get an mClassic to use with your Xbox, I would say no. It doesn't seem like it's a worthwhile purchase for that. But I will do further testing with some other things in the future, and we will see if there's a situation where the mClassic shines. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know if you want me to continue making videos like this one. You'd think it would be well-covered territory by now, considering how long this device has been out, but I just didn't see a lot of coverage for the original Xbox with this device, so that's why I made this video. If you have a specific console or a game request, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Until next time, take care.